and the pressure that comes with it. And now, quickly, we've got to make an adjustment and think about national championship, not just Omaha.
And he said it when we talked to him also, that he was sick to his stomach during other NCAA tournaments trying to get the Nebraska team to Omaha. Not so this year, embracing it more.
Taylor Susie with her third kill of this first set. For a Kansas Jayhawk team that finished second in the Big 12, their only losses on the season, a pair of defeats at the hands of Texas, a team that they would face in the final if they can pull off the upset. That's out, point Jayhawks. There were questions about this team coming in, Karch, because they had not beaten a ranked opponent all year long. And now they've rattled off 3 in a row in the last 2 weeks to get here.
Exactly, and I like how Ligon's attacking with her serve. She's given her team some real scoring chances.
They have answered all those questions, and now into the national semis for the first time in school history. Katie Rolfson, the All-American, back to serve. Kills already in her career. Dockery got up without a blocker across the way. Point Kansas.
It's interesting. Kansas really likes running Dockery inside the court. It's a risk, though, because the best blocker is in the middle of the court, the equivalent of the middle linebacker. And that's Nebraska's better blockers, people like Cecilia Hall. And also Amber Rolfson.
One of the other problems right now, it's a two-point set, but Kansas has 3 service aces while Nebraska has 3 service errors. Nebraska 3 aces, so that's a 6-point swing from behind the service line. In a close set. Wait with the pass to Havili. Tipped over by Hall. That was a little off speed, and then Rolfson tried to send it deep. Amber out of bounds. Point Kansas.
Yeah, Rolfson got a little too close to the net on that, and that ball ended up behind her, over her head. That tends to fly out of bounds when you align that way.
Just a point, even though they're being out hit by over 150. Slammed by Rolfson. Point Nebraska.
Nice adjustment there. Rolfson that time didn't go all the way to the sideline. Watch her go just about 4 feet behind, and mixing up that spacing confuses blockers across the net who think you're going to run wide.
6-3 for Rolfson now setting. Payne sent that one deep.
Well, it wasn't pretty. You could see the look on her face.
Got a little bug-eyed after that. Said, I didn't plan to do that.
But she'll take it. Keeps them within 1.
Strong serve. Oh, nice play by Nebraska and Fiend to get it over. Payne a swing. What a play by Kelsey Fiend. When the whole building thought the point was lost.
And what a mistake. Kansas didn't believe that she could make that play, but we had a great angle on it. Coach Bouchard is not happy, but I thought it was a good play, and it just caught Kansas by surprise. They essentially gave up. Look at, they're all standing straight-legged instead of staying low and expecting the ball to come over. It has to go inside that stick. Yeah. That was easily inside that, or the extension of it up to the roof, the antenna.
Nice play by the senior from Bakersfield, California. Nebraska by 2. They got to make up a couple of points here as well, late in the first set.
Nice
good dig by Wangarantes. Fiend tried to tip. Waiters set it to Payne outside and gets it down.
And the only qualifier I'd add to that was they did a little too less on that last play when they got fooled and just weren't ready for a great play by Nebraska, keeping the ball alive.
5 kills for Kelsey Payne. Wait, deep and out. The service line is a 7-point swing right now in Nebraska's favor.
And wait, they like having her at the line. First of all, she inspires everyone with her confidence. She had a smile on her face when she brought them back from a 13-9 deficit in the 5th and final set in that regional final against number 1 seed USC.
We're getting stuffed. Cecilia Hall making a nice play.
That ball too left inside, far inside, and Cecilia Hall ends up right in front of it. Havili wants to push that one out farther.
Knocked up by Wongerantes. Rolfson. Chicken wing overpass. Crushed by Fecky. Kansas will use its final timeout. Three straight points for Nebraska to open it up a little bit. They're now 3 points away from taking the first game.
And if you're Kansas, I think you have to be pretty happy where you are. You got aced but served out. As you mentioned, that 7-point swing. Lots not going that well, and they're only down by 4. If they receive serve, it's more of an advantage to receive than to serve. They receive that, they put it away. They're only down by 3. They got a ton of more game left than they had against number 1 seed USC last Saturday night.
You talked about the setting and how they were setting tough and setting some hard shots early on in this match. 4 errors, though, for Kansas, 3 aces for Nebraska. Should they dial it back, or they got to keep swinging hard?
No, I think they have to keep swinging hard. There are some other plays that they haven't taken advantage of, including getting caught flat-footed on a great Nebraska save that should have been an easy point for Kansas.
22-18, our score. First set, it's best 3 of 5. The winner will move on to the national championship on Saturday to take on the Texas Longhorns. The 3 seed knocked out the 2 seed Minnesota here earlier tonight. We have been told as well, Holly Rowe had a report for us earlier from Texas that it was cramping that forced Shaka Bagu out of the match in the 4th set, and they do anticipate that she will be good to go for the final.
That's good news for Texas fans.
All-American middle, they had to pick up the slack without her. Amy Neal and the freshman Yazzie Bedar-Hani both had career highs in kills. And the Horns have beaten both of these teams already during the season.
And that tough serve creates another scoring chance for Kansas. But it's neutralized.
Bumped out to Fecky. Overpass. Again, pounced on by Hall.
I don't know if Kansas is used to the speed that's coming at them, because you can see time after time when they make a good defensive play, it's going over the net by a foot or 2. In their own gym, that might stay on their side. They're going to have to adjust and keep that farther off the net. Good read by Hunter.
Susie gets a good swing at it. Point Kansas. Nebraska in serve receive now 2 points from the set.
And the other thing is, when that dig with the spin comes just over the net, the Nebraska hitters are feasting on that, just crushing the ball back on one swing.
Hunter sends it out to Fecky. Set point Huskers. Havili to Susie. Did not get it down. And Nebraska wins the opening set in the national semis.